Hello, 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 everyone. I don't know if anyone is even going to be here today because I didn't get the announcement out and I am a half an hour later starting than typical. But it has been quite the week, let me tell you. I don't even know where to begin. If no one comes in a few minutes, I'll just shut the live down and we'll do our celebration next week. Oh, hi, No Man's Fan. How's it going? I didn't know if anyone was going to make it because I almost didn't make it. Oh my goodness. It has been 2 weeks that I just can't even begin to describe. So, how's it going with you, No Man Van? What is going on with you? And hello, Princess Pamela's World. How are you doing? Hi, Amy from One of the Holy. Oh my goodness, I didn't know if anyone was going to make it today because I am literally. Hi, Nomad. Hi, Nomad. Oh my goodness, I can't even read. Jessica, could you give me my reading glasses, please, in the TV room?
Sure.
Oh, I, hi, Faye. How are you doing? I'm so glad to see you. Oh, you were waiting, Amy. Okay. I am going to wait a couple more minutes and see who else comes in, but I'm not going to go into detail about what happened on my visit to YouTube. I will tell you a little bit, but I don't want to damage the possibility, nor do I want retribution or retaliation. But it was quite an unpleasant experience, let me just tell you. Um, uh, Oh, I see Princess Pamela's World says we're here. Oh, hi, Delphine. How are you doing? Good to see you. Um, as some of you may or may not know, I had an issue with, here's my daughter, with YouTube. And when you start your channel, once you become monetized, apparently this isn't the right glasses, Jessica.
Mom, where are they?
Okay, Jessica,
Mom, they're not the right ones.
no, aren't they?
Where are they?
Maybe get some out of the car, the reading glasses out of the car.
I had to go there anyways, but I wanted to.
But I'm sorry, I can't read these comments without my glasses. Nomad's Bad says nobody does well at YouTube. Several channels I follow had nothing but trouble and they stuck to email. Well, what happened was, let me explain quickly. About February, well, I got monetized in the latter part of the year and never got a payment, never got anything, and still haven't. And I got a email from them in about first week of February or so. Actually, maybe it was the second week of February, saying that if I did not submit this pin and give them my account number, that they were going to demonetize my channel. Well, I didn't have the pin. I don't have any pin. I don't have, supposedly they sent a letter that's got the pin in it. I don't have that. So where it is, I don't know, but I don't have it. So I tried emailing them back. I let them know, I don't have it. And they kept emailing back, submit your pin. I kept emailing them, I don't have the pin. So this went round and round and they demonetized it. So I tried emailing, I tried you name it, I tried it. You can never reach anyone at YouTube. There's no number you can call. There's no person you can reach that I know of. It was just a nightmare. Finally, I thought, this went on for months, no payment. I'm having, 100,000 view video, 90,000 views, all kinds of views, no payment. And I thought, I need to do something. So I thought, okay, I'm going to drive up to YouTube, which is a 1,000-mile round trip from where my home base is. But I thought, I've got to do this. And then the day before I was going to go up there, I got an email saying that there was a copyright claim on my video with the last video with the last connect. So I checked with my editor, find out, okay, what's going on, because we're very, very careful. If I'm even in a store or somewhere and I'm going to video and there's music in the background, I silence it or I don't do the video. So I'm just that careful. I have a really good video I really wanted to play that when I was really starting out, that had music in the background, and so I haven't aired that video yet. Trying to find out what songs are in there, if I can get the license for them. But anyhow, I thank you, Jessica. Yeah. Anyhow, I contacted my editor, and he did some research, discovered that in fact the song that they claimed that we did the copyright infringement on wasn't even the song that was in the video. It was another song. And he used the song that he did use with permission because he has the licensing rights through a licensing company that he goes through. So that particular song, he was not only licensed to use, but to use it wherever he wanted. So he used it in my video. So I thought, you know what, I'll just deal with both of these issues at one time, because they give me 5 days to deal with that issue. And again, I emailed them. They refer you to go onto the video and hit a button. I did that, but then there's nothing. It just tells you, oh, you have 5 days. Anyhow, it's a nightmare. So I drove all the way up there. Supposedly everyone is working from home. There's no one there, but there's security. I mean, the security around that place is like Fort Knox. There's guards walking all around. There's a tier, like one of those tiers around a prison, and people are walking around that, around the bottom, you know. So I told one of the security guards, I've driven, over 500 miles or almost 500 miles, and I need to talk to someone. So he said, I can get someone out here to talk to you. So the person came out and he said, I can handle your issue, but he had security. He was a security guard. Like, how is a security guard? But anyhow, he's supposedly going to handle it. And things, I can't go into detail. Let's just say I ended up having to call the police. I called the police came out, they addressed it, they dealt with him. And I'm hoping to tell the whole story one of these days, because I have some of it on tape. But it was a horrible, horrible experience. And they say, oh, they're going to deal with, they're going to deal with it. But I don't know. So that's my horror story from YouTube. And I don't want to really do a video on it right now. I want to get my money first. That they have money on the books that they owe me, a considerable amount. Plus, all this thing. I want to get this straightened out with the copyright, straightened out with the other stuff. But I tell you, between injuring my eye, and I have a little scar here, but I've covered it up with makeup so you can't really see it. Injuring the eye, that, and then I hit 15,000. So there was the highest of highs and the lowest of lows this week. But sometimes that's the way it goes. Plus, I got my second vaccine. So anyhow, let me read some of these comments and see what's going on with you folks. There are some changes I want to announce today to the channel. So give me feedback, because I do listen to your feedback and adjust accordingly. But, it's Nomadic Q. Hey, Nomadic Q. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Again, hey, Fee. So good to see you. No Men's Van said, oh, we already talked about how YouTube, several channels. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys this. This is important, and possibly had something to do with why the security guard went bonkers on me. But apparently 3 years ago, a woman went up to YouTube, someone who went up there because she had been demonetized. Her channel had been demonetized, but she engaged in behavior that I was not even considering. She went up there and look it up. I'm not going to go into details because, I don't know. I'm afraid to do anything on this channel anymore. But let me put it like this. 3 people were severely injured, hospitalized, and it was a tragedy. All behind her being demonetized. So there was supposedly no one inside YouTube, but someone came out and talked to me and apologized and said, we're just all a little bit tense, because this is the anniversary month of what happened. And I thought to myself, you have this problem that happened 3 years ago, and you're still screwing over people like this 3 years later after a tragedy? But let me stop. I don't want to poke the bear, as they say, until I get my channel back up and running. But anyhow, try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Hey, what are you trying and buying, and what are you making, and what are you selling? So greetings, welcome. Hey, Kenneth Oaks, how's it going? Fordman, aka Kenneth Oaks, says hello, everyone listening in the background while working on Facebook groups that I'm admin for. You are a busy man, Kenneth, a very busy man, but welcome. Jill Weatherly says, hello, Glow. Hi, Jill. How are you? Welcome here. Kay Hana says, you look beautiful as always. Kay, thank you, because I feel like something the cat dragged in. Literally, I walked in the door 5 minutes ago. My daughter was the one texting that message that I sent out while we're on the freeway. We're in bumper to bumper traffic. We were supposed to be here hours ago, but there was an accident up in LA or somewhere up north. There was an accident, so we were in traffic for an hour. I mean, I had it scheduled, so I was going to be here early, but anyhow, that's the way it be sometimes, as they say. Thank you, Kay. Thank you. Donna S. says, hi there. Wow, you've been busy. I have been busy. I've been very busy. So one of the Holy Amy says, sorry you have had such a rough 2 weeks. Compared to some people, I've had a breeze. So I really shouldn't be whining and moaning and bellowing so much. But I tell you, I was fit to be tied. But try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Says, I remember that story a few years back. Oh, really? I had read it before I went up there. So I went up there really with an attitude, if I'm going to be conciliatory, I'm going to be very humble. I'm not going to get aggressive, or not. Well, I wouldn't get aggressive, but I'm not going to be even assertive, because I read that story and I thought, okay, I don't want them thinking that I'm, going to do something like that. But it didn't help. Did not help. Try it, buy it, sell it. Says, make it, sell. I try all kinds of products and make everything from crafts to cookies. Wow. You sound like you are a very talented individual. I wish I was that talented, but hey, I've always wanted to, few things I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to know how to decorate cakes, arrange flowers, and make jewelry. And I can't do either of those three. So, oh well, I guess some people are just crafty and some aren't. Delphine Bowles says, sorry that happened to you. Hopefully this matter can be solved ASAP and you will receive what's owed to you. I hope so, Delphine. I really do. We'll just see. Nomans Van says they are good at making money for them. One channel took their ads off until they fixed the same problem, and it took months. Yeah. Casey Roman had a problem. They demonetized her, and it took months and months and months for her. She, and that was her main source of income. So it really, she had Patreon or something, so that sustained her. But fortunately, that's not my only source of income. Thank goodness. And I don't ever want it to be, because this has demonstrated how fragile that can be when they are. Sabrina Massey says, I just found your channel recently. Sure hope you poop. You too, you poop. Freudian slip there, you poop. YouTube gets its poop in a pile so we can see more amazing content. Yeah, I'm going to still, I have not stopped making good content, and I'm not going to. Kay Hana says, I thought of something. Hey, any suggestions you can give me, Kay, that won't get me arrested, I'll seriously consider. No Man's Van says, do you drive your van to all the locations you go to? I do. I drove my van up there because we were going to boondock on the way back if we got tired, and sure enough, we did. We drove up there yesterday. We were supposed to go up there Tuesday, but things kept coming up, and I thought, I've got to get this done, because they said I've got 5 days on this copyright thing. So I drove up there. We left like 3 a.m, something, got up there, had this incident, this episode, stopped real quickly to visit with a family member, and then we hit the road coming back. But on the way back, I was just too tired, and I think emotionally drained from what had happened. and my daughter was traumatized too. So we pulled over and we parked at a T&A. It's kind of like Love's, and they let us. Went inside and asked. They said no problem. You can park here as long as you want, as long as you don't abandon your vehicle and leave it. And I said no, I'm not going to do that. So, and then we just got up this morning and drove the rest of the way in. No Man's Van says, "Oh, just live, love, laugh." Locked says hello, 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 welcome, welcome. Jill Weatherly says, "Oh, Faye 2 says I can do 2 of the 3." Well, Faye, you're a very talented woman. So what can I say? Jill says, "Love your channel. Please keep putting out amazing content." I'm going to do my best, Jill, to do that. I really am. Again, just live, love, laugh. Locked says hello. Noman's Van says, "That's the one. She is a hoot. Love her." Yeah, Casey Roman. Yeah, she is funny. She's very salty, sarcastic, but very clever. She's quick. She's very quick witted, and I do love watching her adventures. You know, you never know. She can take the most simple thing. She can make it funny. You know. Hi, Miss Renee from Healthy Living with Miss Renee the Barber. Says, good afternoon, Glorious Life on Wheels. Hello, hello, hello. I was just sharing my horror story of going up to YouTube. Oh my goodness. Healthy Living with Miss Renee the Barber says, thumbs up to our gracious host. Thank you, Miss Renee, and thumbs up to you and the rest of everyone else in on this chat, being so patient with me, being a half an hour late. Kay Hana says, hello to Miss Renee. Welcome. Yes. Next Page PG. Thought I'd stop in to say hi. Have a wonderful night. Thank you, Next Page PJ. I'm sorry, I said PG. I meant PJ. Thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Deborah Williams says, hello, Glow. You look fantabulous. Well, thank you, because I tell you what, I feel like something the cat dragged in. I am a hot mess, but you know what? Hey, I still... hot mess or not, I'm still coming on for you guys. Says, live in Monroe, Washington. Things will get better. Stay well and stay strong. God bless you. I am a cake decorator. Keep on keeping on. Wow. I admire people who can do that. It's just such an art. So creative. And Healthy Living, Miss Renee the Barber says, looking fabulous, Glorious Life on Wheels. Thank you. And Miss Renee the Barber, she is very creative. She can make you make it, whatever you can think of, she can do, whether it's making beautiful table settings to mannequins to great meals. She can do it all. Go over and check her out. In fact, everyone, if you are a content creator on YouTube, would you put a big giant C or a couple C's so everyone here can look and check it out and see that you are? Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Says, your life sounds exciting. What is the most favorite place you've ever visited? Wow. Oh, Van Life with Gina. Hi, Van Life with Gina. Welcome, welcome. I'll come back to that question in a minute. Sissy Taylor says, haven't seen you in a bit. Glad to see you. Yeah, glad to see you too. I'm glad to see all of you. Kind of late out here. Out here. Where's out here, Sissy? Hey, Dee from Ladybug Out. Hey, y'all. Hey, Ladybug Out. Dee's channel is just exploding, and as it should, because she has got great content and so engaging. We camped together for a minute or so up in Pahrump, Nevada, a couple of weeks ago, and it was very enjoyable time. 1159 says, I truly appreciate you. God protect you and your family. Thank you. And the same to you. The same to all of you. May God protect and put a hedge of protection around each and every one of you. Okay, we've got some C's coming up for creators. Healthy Living with Miss Renee the Barber. Go check her out. RVing with G. Go check out that channel. Now, SLR says, I'm a new Globie. I'm adoring this channel and all the positive energy. Thank you so much, SLR. I think I responded to one of your comments just recently. By the way, guys, I'm behind on comments, but I hope to catch up. I don't do any work on Sundays, so, well, I might go on a few channels and say hi, but I don't do anything to kind of really promote my channel or answer comments or shoot videos or anything. I kind of, Sunday's a day of rest and, just to kind of meditate, worship, and so I always get behind, and I haven't caught up from last Sunday. Fordman, okay, try it, buy it, make it, sell it, is a content creator. Thank you. Thank you. Van Life with Gina. If I've missed any of you that have already gone by, put it down again and I will try and catch up. Van Life with Gina is a content creator. She has lives on Saturdays and Wednesdays and all kinds of cute videos and interesting videos. Fordman, aka Kenneth Oakes, is a content creator. Arving with G says hi, Van Life with Gina. And I'm seeing Lady Bug Out, as I already said, is a content creator. Miles and Coffee. Hey, Miles and Coffee is in the house. Hi, Glow. Hi, Miles and Coffee. Just asking everyone who is a content creator to put a big C. Miles and Coffee is a content creator also. Very interesting channel. Go over and check it out. Marie B. Hi, Marie B. Says hi to Glow. Um, RVing with G, you go, gal. Thank you, RVing with G. So I missed some of the comments because I can't multitask. But Deb's Way says, I'm here hoping that your visit with YouTube did some good for you. Oh my goodness. Deb, you'll hopefully go back if you just missed and see the first part of this. It was a horrific experience. Horrific. Had to call the police. But go back and watch. And I haven't, maybe I hope to do a video on it, but we'll see. I'm looking. Esther Stevens, hello. Welcome, Esther. Says hi, Miss Glow. So, hello, everyone. I'm just so glad. Don Miller says hi, Globy. Sorry I'm late. Never late. I'm the one who's late. Don Miller, that's my brother, my little brother. Well, he's a grown man, but still he'll always be my baby brother. Miss Pink, hello, Miss Pink. Welcome. So, oh my, I tell you, well, I got my second vaccine this past week. My daughter's getting her second on Monday. So, I'm still going to exercise caution, but I have to admit, I do feel kind of relieved, that if I do, have an episode or come down with something that I'm in my daughter's crazy junky room. You see all her overflow clothes. She's got closets full of clothes. But anyhow, so but I do feel relieved. I have to say I do. I didn't expect to feel so relieved, but I do. Healthy Living with Miss Renee the Barber says, "Oh no, police." Yeah, it was not, but look, Deb's Way said had to call the police. Yep, had to call the police. Overzealous security guard at YouTube. Apparently, they're still reeling from an incident 3 years ago, and this month was the anniversary. And 3 of their people were hospitalized. I don't know if anyone died or not, but it was a tragedy over the same incident, over the same problem that I went up there. But anyhow, see the beginning of the replay. It tells a little bit about what happened, but I don't want to go into great detail until I get my situation resolved because I don't want them taking retaliatory action against me. Anyhow, Donald's saying hello, Miss Renee. Now I want to make sure I have this correct. Damn it, Joe. I know I'm going to get this wrong. Damn it to Joe Boy 9. Okay, hope I got that right, but I'm not good with these acronyms and all this stuff. He says I felt relief after getting both of my shots too. Yeah, it's a surprise. I didn't expect to feel that that huge. I mean, I thought, okay, I'll kind of feel a little better, but I was hugely relieved. And my daughter, when she gets hers Monday after 2 weeks, I'm even thinking they're starting back full-time school, and I think I'm going to let her go because she has truly been suffering being home from school. RVing with G says, hugs, van life with Gina. Hope you are feeling well. Gina, have you been under the weather? If so, I certainly do hope you're feeling well. Love Groves Japan says, hi again from Japan. Hi, greetings from Japan, Miss Carol and the chat. Would you by chance have PayPal or Patreon where I can support the channel? I don't. I didn't want to do that right at the beginning. I just, and it says, by the way, editing my first van tour as we speak. How exciting. How exciting. Email me at gloriouslifeonwheels@gmail and let me know when it hits because I'd like to share it out. A van tour. Very cool. Very cool. Everyone is saying hello to everyone. One of the holies says, nope, it's Janet Jackson's middle name. I missed that. Okay, I missed someone. Harden54, hello, Harden54 says, Da Mita Joe Boy. Damita Joe Boy. Okay, I told you. If there's a way to mess up a name, I will figure it out. Damita Joe Boy. Okay, Joe Boy 9. I hope I continue to get that right. Don Miller says, I know I was relieved when I got my second shot. Yeah. It's RVing with G says, good to see you. Love Grooves Japan. Yes. So Love Grooves Japan, what kind of van did you do a tour of? I'd love to know what kind of van you toured. Gail McWhorter says, hi from Texas. Hi, Gail. I'm planning on being in Texas in October for Lollapalooza. And I'm hoping a lot of you will come out. We may do, I'm going to see if it's okay with Lola from Lost on Land again, to see if I can do a little mini meetup at her meetup, because she has the Lollapalooza. She puts that on, and it's just a fabulous event. And I'm hoping to maybe do a little mini meetup, and some people just get together, have some share, break some bread, tell some tall tales, and have a little fun. But it's in October, Lollapalooza. Van Life with Gina says, RVing with G, doing well. Thanks for asking. Hope you are as well. Well, I'm glad to hear that, Van Life with Gina. Van Life with Gina was one of my her and Plain Vanilla Grandma were two of my very first, other than my brother Donald and his wife, and but were two of my very first supporters, the very first two people who shouted out my channel. So, I mean, that's something you don't forget. Harden54 says saying hello, happy Saturday. Just live love, just live, love, laugh. Locke says, can't decide how I want to do it, SUV or van. Well, I'm partial to vans, although an SUV, but the SUVs, they're kind of, by them being high and the roof kind of closer down, you don't have a lot of height. So I don't know. That's a hard one too, but again, I'm partial to vans. Healthy Living with Miss Renee the Barber says, did you get Pfizer or Moderna? I got the Moderna. Everyone is saying hello. No Man's Van says, I found organic non-GMO Saison spice. I like it. You did. Where did you find that, No Man's Van? I'll have to look it up, because wow, that's a good one. I'll have to look that up too. Healthy Living with Miss Renee the Barber says, I got my second shot, and the second day I felt so cold. Yeah, I've heard that a lot of people have chills when they get their, I'm hoping I'm straight here. Let me straighten this up. I have it on my lap here. But yeah, I had a friend who had really bad chills. She had a headache. I didn't. I just got I got nauseated, and that was probably my fault, because I hadn't eaten before I went down to get the shot. So that was foolish on my part. So I was nauseated, but only for about 40 minutes. And then the next day I was, your arm is really sore. It feels like someone just punched you repeatedly in your arm. But that lasted for about 3 days. And then I was really tired the next day. But other than that, that's the only effects I had, thank goodness. Gail McWhorter says, sound like fun. Yeah, if you're talking about Lollapalooza, it is fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. Love Grooves Japan says, I sure will. It's a Suzuki. Wow, I don't think I've ever seen a Suzuki RV or van conversion. I'm still in the process of building it out, but I wanted to go ahead and put out a video anyhow. Well, I think that's a good idea. Let people know that it's coming and that you're working on it. I think that's a great idea. Love Grooves Japan. Now, are you from Japan, or did you move to Japan? What's the story there, Love Grooves Japan? Demita Joe Boy 9. I got that right, I think, Demita. You guys are on point. It's Janet Jackson's middle name, Demita Joe. Oh, I didn't know that. That just shows what I know. I'm always behind at the end of the line on information, but Donna S says, so glad I caught you live and your eye is healing. Yes, I was telling you, I just have a tiny little scar that I cover with makeup, and I think it's going to be okay. I must go run more errands. Have a wonderful week, and I look forward to a new recipe on Thursday. That's what I'm going to announce. I might as well make the announcement now. I think I'm going to pivot on the channel. I'm not going to stop doing cooking, but the response to the interviews has just been overwhelmingly. Can you hold on a second? My daughter, Jessica, can you keep it down a little bit, dear? She's in there cracking up at some show and starting to escalate up in there. She's having a good old time though, laughing at something. But Van Life with Gina says, I got second Pfizer shot a week ago and I'm feeling great. I'm glad to hear that. And Demita Joe Boy 9 says, I feel lucky I had no side effects either. Okay. Carrie Joe says, hi, Glow and everyone. Hello, Carrie Joe. Welcome. So glad you could make it. Princess Pamela's World says, felt like Mike Tyson punched me in the arm twice. Yes, it was quite a punch in the arm. I mean, the shot didn't hurt at all when they gave the shot, but it really, I mean, I don't know what it was in there, but it was quite a punch. But Don Miller says, I'm not surprised, Norman, hard to find things like that locally. Yeah. Mama Ray Ray in the kitchen. Hello, Mama Ray Ray. Good to see you. I'm hoping to stop by in Detroit and visit with Mama Ray Ray, and the two of us do some cooking up a storm. Mama Ray Ray can, as we say, burn in the kitchen. I mean, I don't mean burn literally. I mean cook in the kitchen. She has, oh my goodness, she had a hack for Jiffy cornbread that really took it up a notch. I love doing hacks on Jiffy cornbread because, if you just do it plain, it's okay. But when you do the hack, that was great. And she has some great recipes. Did a recipe on chicken and rice. I'm going to actually do a chicken and rice dish, I think. But was it from Ray Mac that you got that? But anyhow, it was a great chicken and rice. I love chicken and rice. Esther Stevens says, Miss Glow, what are your plans for the channel? Oh, okay. Thank you, Esther, for getting me back on track. I'm telling you, I get distracted. Anyhow, I'm going to cut down the number of videos I do on cooking. I'm going to do probably 2 cooking videos a month, because the interviews are just taking off. I mean, I have an interview over 100,000 views, 90-some thousand views, 60,000, 50,000. One I just did already 25,000. I mean, I think the lowest one, well, I'm not sure, but everyone seems to really just prefer, and my larger audience out there seems to really prefer the interviews. And I keep meeting interesting people. I'm hoping, I don't know if I can do it this week, but in the next couple of weeks, I met someone who is going blind and just took up surfing. Now, you tell me that's not an interesting story. That is quite the interesting story. So, I am going to, he's willing for me to interview him, and he has a coach who, I'm not sure exactly how he does it. The coach has him listen to the waves so he can hear. I don't know how you can tell the size of the waves or by the sound, but I guess they say when you lose one sense, your other senses are enhanced. So I guess to compensate, but he is going to let me interview him, and I think that's going to be a fabulous interview. And I still have that homeless interview. I'm going to be following along a woman on her journey, hopefully out of homelessness. And a lot of people say, oh, Miss Healthy Living with Miss Renee the barber says, I agree with you, Glow. Mama Ray Ray can cook. She can. Go over and check some of Mama Ray Ray's recipes out. Once you make one of these recipes, your family will just go gaga. But anyhow, Mama Ray Ray says, I love your interview, Carol. Thank you, Mama Ray Ray. Forever One, hello, Forever One. Love your Nomad videos. Thank you, Forever One. Esther Stevens says, "Oh yes, that is an interesting story." So yes, I am going to do that, and I don't know how we're going to do it. Whether we got to get in the water, I don't know, but we'll figure it out. And I'm actually looking for someone to. I was going to do it with Deborah Dickinson, but she's been really busy. We were going to interview each other on each other's channels, but she's been so busy. We'll have to do another kind of collab together, hopefully in the future. But um I am looking for some. I get so many questions about me. I don't think I've had that interesting a life, but everyone wants to know. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to pick someone to interview me and do an interview of me, and it'll be on my channel. And you can do Q&As if you want. I'll announce when it's going to happen, and I will let you ask some questions, and I will try and answer, well, most of the questions, depending on what the questions are, but I'll answer the questions. And so if anyone is on the West Coast and wants to do that interview, hit me up, and we'll talk. So I'm going to pick a YouTuber to do the interview of me, and so I'll tell basically a little bit about my life story, how I got involved in YouTube, and that. But as far as the channel, Esther Stevens says, "Oh yes, that sounds like an interesting story. Try it, buy it, make it, sell it." Says, "A blind surfer sounds awesome." I know. He's not completely blind, but he's going blind. When I met him, actually, I met him, when I was going to get my shot, but he had to have, I don't know if it's his wife or girlfriend, because we haven't really chat. I just got his information, but she had to read stuff off of something for him because he couldn't read it anymore because his sight is going gradually. And he just started taking up surfing now. So I thought, wow, that is going to be an interesting story. Why would you take up surfing as you're going blind? But I can see, if you're going blind and it's something you always wanted to do, and this may be his last opportunity to be able to do it and see anything at all. So he can surf, but he won't be able to have the same experience. So I can see wanting to get those last things you always wanted to do while you can still see it and enjoy it from that perspective. But anyhow, it's gonna, Forever One says the surfer won't see how crowded it is. That's true. That's very true. But yeah. Forever One says OB Pier, MB, so OB, Pacific Beach, I guess, Mission Bay, La Jolla, all too crowded. Yeah, they are very, very crowded. So Carrie Joe says that would be great. Don Miller says, "Let me do the interview. I know exactly what to ask." No, no, not no. You're not doing the interview because I know you know what to ask. So forget it. Not happening. Johnny's Journey's in the house. Hey, hey. Hello, Johnny's Journey. Welcome, welcome. Johnny's Journey is another content creator. So go over and check her out. She's got some good stuff over there. She built out her own van. It's really, really amazing. But I have a live that I'm going to be doing on another channel on May 1st. Oh, as I get closer to it, I will give you more details, but and I'll send out a notice, but it's going to be a very interesting live on another very, very large channel. So as we get closer to it, I'll put some information in. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this live, how to get the camera and stuff all set up. So I'm in a little bit of a panic because I don't know what I'm doing on that, but we'll see. We'll see, because they're going to interview me from my van live. So we'll see how that goes. Nomad's Van says, "Your interviews are great. Show people as people, not victims, not as those people who live down by the river in a van." Yeah, that's not what most of these people in nomad life are. So full of hope, determination, inspiration, and positive attitude. And Noman, that's what I'm finding most of the people that I meet in the nomad community are. They are they're positive. They've taken often they've taken really dire circumstances that would have taken someone else out, and they have turned them around, and they've made a life of joy and fun seeking and community out of, whether it was being evicted, whether it was, losing a home, or losing a job. And they have, with determination, grit, and a can-do attitude, they've really turned what was a challenge into a life. And I really admire people who have the ability and the determination to do that. Lucianne Silva, hello. Everyone, 36 minutes later. Hey, but I'm here. I didn't start till 3:30, Lucianne, so you're not late because I'm just rolling in from going up to YouTube. So, welcome from Spain. Forever One says, do what you love. You know what? That's what they say. Do what you love, and your life will be a joy-filled journey. 1159 said, so many interviews seem to expose the explosion of the possibility of living a different and often better way of living. Looking forward to your personal story. Well, my personal story is not that interesting, but I'll tell it. I'll tell most of it. I don't know if I'm gonna tell all of it, but I'll tell. Like I said, I've had more careers than Carter has pills, so I'll share some of those careers, and including, many people don't know that I was a peace officer for 20 years, and that's actually what I retired from. But I had half a dozen, and I was also a journalist. So I'm actually on these interviews. I was thinking, Johnny's Journey says, oh, thanks, Carol. You're welcome, Johnny. These interviews really, in a way, is me going full circle back to where I began. And I began as a storyteller and interviewing people and telling their stories. And so, it's, I enjoyed the cooking. So I started out cooking, and I thought it really could provide a service to people who are living nomad life, how to cook simply in a van, or people who just don't really cook a lot or don't know necessarily how to cook and wanted to learn how to just cook simple, basic things, and realize that anyone can cook. Anyone can truly cook, and with simple meals like that. But the interviews have really taken off. I guess they've hit a chord. So I'm listening to what my viewers are saying, that they love the interviews. So I'm going to expand the personal, I guess, the human interest side of the channel, but still come on and do one or two cooking videos a month, because that is where I started, and I still have a lot of people who like seeing the cooking videos. So I don't want to abandon that group of people. So we'll see. And the Friday night, I'm missing some of your lives. Cooking at Pam's Place. Hi, Cooking at Pam's Place. Welcome. Forever One says, Carol has a lovely soul. Thank you, Forever One. Cooking at Pam's Place just changed the name of her channel, so go over and check out Cooking at Pam's Place. Roy and Becky's Travel. Hello, howdy from Bridgeport, Texas. Roy and Becky have a channel. I watch them every day almost at 10 o'clock, but they're traveling across country back to their home base, and then they'll be out, I think, from what I understand, back in the cul-de-sac in October or so, out in Arizona. So everyone's saying hello. Esther Stevens says real estate, rents, etc. are through the roof. Many are turning to nomad life. Esther, you are so true. So my daughter was talking about, she can't wait till she can get her own place. I said, okay, well, tell you what, let's do this. Well, if she's special needs, but anyhow, so I said, let me humor her. So we didn't even look at apartments. We just looked at rooms for rent in the area. The average room for rent here, so you're sharing a bathroom, sharing a kitchen, was between $1,000 and $1,200 for a room to rent. A little room that you had furnished yourself, most of them. So yeah, Esther, rents are going crazy. And I don't get it, because I thought with everything going on with the virus, people losing jobs, people not being able to go to work, I thought that would make rents come down because people were struggling and didn't have, it's had the opposite effect. I know around here, real estate prices have gone through the roof. I don't understand what's happening. I just don't. If someone's in real estate and can explain to me what's happening, could you put an answer up here so we can all know? Because I want to know. Don Miller says, "I'll tell you whatever she does it." Back to telling tales. Hey, Don, I've got a few tales left on you too, so you better watch it, Buster. Anyhow, Forever One says, "How long you been in SD?" Over 40 years. I think that's long enough to stay any one place, don't you? My dream is to get a piece of property, maybe like 10 acres, where I could put up some sites where people could come and if they're traveling through and park overnight. And I want though a stream going through it, because I was watching something the other day. A young woman who bought a water bottling company. Oh, Catherine Cornick says, a hi from Newfoundland. Hello, Catherine from Newfoundland. Oh my goodness, you must really be accustomed to extreme weather. I'm imagining up there. But anyhow, welcome from Newfoundland. Forever One says sky high. Forever One says weather's just not worth it, love. Hey, take the money and run. Forever One says, well, I don't know. I am a creature of habit, but where would I run to? Forever One. And with having my daughter, being on the autism spectrum, I do need to have a home base. And I'm not going to find anywhere, that I can live for what I can live here, having been here 40 years now. So, but I do need, I need to rehaul this place, this barn. What can I say? Forever One says, do it. Now's the time. Well, I'm looking, Forever One. I am looking. If you come across a property with the water, but anyhow, I saw this program where this young woman, an entrepreneur, had bought this water bottling company. She bought the property. It's over an artesian well that I guess the tap or whatever testing you do, perk test or whatever, says it's supposed to last for 300 years. But she made a comment. I'm wondering what all of you think. She said that she was reading, and the more research she's doing, that a lot of these foreign countries and a lot of these large companies are buying up sites with water rights. And she said that the next wars aren't going to be fought over oil, they're going to be fought over water. And I thought, now that's a scary, because we can do without oil. It may be difficult, it may be challenging, but we cannot live without water. So I thought, wow. I'm missing some of the comments. I'm sorry if I've missed your comment. I love reading everyone. Come back and say it again and I will read it out loud. I'm at Catherine Cornick saying yes most of the time, but I'm not sure what that is, so I'll have to catch up. But Forever One says, I was there at 55, left to Hawaii, then Arizona. Arizona is pretty reasonable. The only thing Forever One about Arizona is it's so daggum hot in the summer. Butterbean has said, hello, Carol and everyone. Hi, Butterbean Head. How's it going? Forever One says, you do you. Yeah, that's the thing. Now, I love Arizona in the winter. I love it in the winter. And I've even looked at, because when I interviewed Rady, he had just bought a property in Arizona. But the problem is, a lot of the property that you can buy in Arizona, there's no water on it. And you have to have water hauled in. Well, if becomes a shortage of water, there's not going to be any water to haul in. So I want somewhere that has a stream on it that that cannot be blocked upstream from someone else. So our little lake, well, that's probably getting way out of my budget, but anyhow, Forever One says, I harvest rain. Well, that's a good idea, but you have to be somewhere where there's enough rain to harvest to get you through the dry times. Sharon Morris says, I saw the interview where the lady purchased the water and someone wanted to purchase it from her for 20 million. That was it. That was the interview, Sharon. It was, I'm trying to remember. if you have the information on that, can you post it up here, Sharon? But it was really an interesting. I heard, who is it that says, I heard the Bushes bought a large lake in Peru. I'm telling you, on the quiet, companies, wealthy people, countries are buying up water rights around the world. So, what that tells me is that people who have access to information that us regular Joe Blows don't know something, and they're looking at future projections and they're preparing. They're preparing for them, their families. So, I'm thinking, Johnny says that's scary. Yeah, it is scary. Fee says, Carol, you are so right. Roy and Becky's Travels says hot and dusty. Yeah, it is. 11:59 says dry. Yep. Oopsie, hi, oopsie. Not hot in the mountains. I'm in Arizona White Mountains. Oopsie, welcome, oopsie. I'm planning on going to visit Oopsie in May. So, oopsie, well, I kind of invited myself and then she kind of re-invited me. So if that invitation is still good, oopsie, I'm coming up in May to see you. And I'll look there if there's anywhere up in the mountains in Arizona where there's water. But even like up in Williams, I don't see any water sources. A lot of those people have their water trucked in. Donald says Lake Mead water level is lower than it has ever been before. And that's saying something. Yeah. So, Forever One says, "Oopsie, I love it up in Taylor Sholo. I am gonna check it out, Forever One, and hey, I may fall in love with it too." Gale Resources, welcome. Gale Resources says, and some cities make it illegal to collect rainwater. What? What's the reasoning behind that? I'm not getting that. So water that's coming down from the sky. So are the cities saying they own the rainwater? How can a city lay claim and own rainwater? I don't get that. So that's the craziest thing I ever heard. But I tell you what, I bet if there's a worldwide drought, we're going to see a lot of that. Cities and municipalities making it illegal for people to collect rainwater. Noman's Van says, be sure you have water rights. Some places here in Washington, the water companies own the water rights and you can't drill on your own land. Yes, I've heard about that, Noman's Van. And I am going to make sure that I do have the water rights because try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Mr. Gates is buying up the farmland. What do these people know that we don't know, folks? That's what I want to know. What do they know that we have yet to know? Terry Harrison says, and Bill Gates bought up lots of farmland and then comes out with fake meat. Oh, I tell you, life, you can't make some of this stuff up. Life is just bizarre sometimes, isn't it, Terry? Catherine Cornick says, we live on a horse property. My niece does therapeutic with people with horses. Catherine, I'd love to learn more about that because my daughter loves horses and we did some therapeutic work with her when she was younger and it was very effective. I'm at the point, though, I'm needing some therapeutic work. After that trip up to YouTube, I need some therapeutic horse. I just missed it. Someone says they have a 380-foot well. Now, one thing I'm wondering is how expensive it is to drill for a well. And I don't want to be drilling and then not have water. So is there a way to do perk tests to find out before you drill? Because you hear about people always drilling for oil and missing it. I missed the last one about something about an issue with his city. So if you can put that again. Oopsie says, my neighbor sell water for 2 cents a gallon, well water. Yeah, well, it's going to go up a lot more than that if there's a shortage that there seems to be a concern about. 11:59 says water companies have big lobbies. They do. Dreaming Out Loud RVing says hello, G.L.O.W. Hello, Dreaming Out Loud RVing. How's it going? Gail Resources says maybe we will need Mars. Hey, we might need something, Gail. I'm telling you. Don says, I know that Atlanta, Georgia gets the majority of its water from South Carolina, and South Carolina has them tied up in the courts for several years with no end in sight. Wow. Yeah. this thing about water is going to get pretty serious, and I think in our lifetimes is what I think. Aunt Jody, hello, Aunt Jody, welcome. Says, girl in the wild dug her own well. Okay. Fortunately, she didn't have to dig too far. She made it look easy, but that's kind of what she does. Girl in the wild. Let me write this down. I got a piece of paper here. I might contact her and find out. But I was thinking that I'm sorry, I can't write and talk. Okay. Girl in the wild. I'll check her out. Forever One says, just follow your dreams, Glow. You'll be fine. Thank you, Forever One. Esther 1159 says, true about Gates. And Esther Stevens says, that's so scary to know what they're planning with water. Well, whoever controls the water rules the world, the water and the food sources. Because if you, sorry, I'm a little crooked here. If you control the water source, you control the food source, because you can't water, you can't have food without water. You can't even feed your animals without water. So Don Miller says, time check. Thanks, Donald. I'm going to go over a little today because I started late, but let me know when it's about 4:15, Donald, will you? Catherine Cornick says, yes, it is very good. Try it, buy it, make it, sell it. Says, water is now on the stock market. So there's definitely something going on, Glow. Yeah, there's something going on. And I'll tell you, us nomads need to, or even part-time nomads, as I am, need to maybe get together and do something. But here's the problem. If you have water and no one else has water, people are going to be coming trying to take it from you. That's a problem too. So if you have water, you almost need to keep it a secret, because people will take it by force. I mean, this is sounding kind of doomsday-ish, but you have to have water. Try it, buy it, says water's now in the stock market. Forever One says too much, 30,000. I'm not sure what that was about. For everyone, No Man's Van says Oregon can fine you for collecting water. Wow. Supposed to belong to everyone. Surprised they don't make you rent the sunshine. Well, if they make you stay inside, that's kind of like doing that, No Man's. Forever One says Cali get water from Arizona. Yeah, California, we've had droughts where we were really in big trouble with our water supply. Sindel Smith says, sorry I'm late. We're camping this weekend. Lucky you, Sindel. Lucky you. Where are you camping? If you don't mind sharing. Just a general location if you're comfortable. Jules says, hello, Glow, great broadcast. Thank you, Jules. Thank you. Welcome. Catherine Cornick says, it cost about $1,000 Canadian to drill our well. Okay. Oh, no, $10,000. Sorry. Whoa. And so, did you know in advance, Catherine, that there was water there, or were you drilling it seeking water? Forever One says, gotta roll. God bless. Thank you so much, Forever One. Thanks for joining. See you next time. Butter Beanhead says, I know Girl in the Woods did that also in the Upper Peninsula in Michigan. Okay, Butter Beanhead. Upper Peninsula in Michigan. All right. So, well, I'm making a list of different places where, it's possible. Terry Harrison says water is now a commodity. Yep, it is a commodity on the stock market. Oopsie says you can't live without water. You can go a month without food. That's true. You have time to try and find some food, even pick wild berries or grass or something, but water, there is no substitute. If you can't get water, you're SOL. Betty's Classic. See, hello, Betty. Her name is Girl in the Woods, Brooke Whippy. Okay, thank you, Betty. Thank you. I will be checking it out. Tina LaPlace says, I just found you and I want to live on the road too, so I'm watching and learning how to do this. Welcome, Tina. What kind of rig are you thinking of getting, Tina? And what's leading you to decide to try this lifestyle or go into this lifestyle? No Man's Van said Saudi Arabia owns large tracts of irrigation land along California and Arizona border. Really? You know, they grow cattle feed and ship it back to their country, depleting the aquifer. There is a problem. You know what? I'll tell you something, No Man's Van. I'm not a person who's, about our country at the cost of anyone else. I'm not about that. But I am at take care of your own first. And I believe with what's coming down the pike with water, I don't think foreign countries should be allowed to come over here and buy up water rights anymore. If we as citizens can't, well, let me get off my soapbox. I'll say this last thing and that'll be it. But if we as citizens can't collect rainwater, why should foreign countries be able to come over here and buy up water rights? And no, I can't go along with that. And I'm not like a real radical by any stretch of the imagination, but Agent Officer Thomas A. Porter, DPO. Hello, Thomas Porter, DPO. The water has been a crisis. Haven't seen you in a while, Agent. The water has been a crisis in America for a long time and around the world. Hello, I have not seen you for some time. You're looking good. It's water and gasoline that controls our wallets and purses 24/7. It is, but water is going to be the new one. I do believe water is going to be the new one. If you look at what's quietly happening around the world, water is going to be the new one. Donald says, my goodness, Catherine, that much. A lot of folks in the area I live, and because it's out in the country rural, a well only costs a few hundred to drill. Wow, a well only costs a few hundred to drill where you are, Donald? Maybe I need to get some land out where you are. What Bree? Hello, welcome. Donald Miller says, second time check, LOL. Okay. Well, I just love talking to you all and hearing your comments, and we'll go a few minutes more, and then Butterbean Head says, Brooke Whippy. Yes, Whipple. No, yeah, Whipple. Oh, yeah, from Girl in the Wild. Okay, thank you, Butterbean Head. Don Miller's saying hello to Tina. Catherine Cornick says, seeking water, but we had a shallow well. Okay. So you spent $10,000 and you were seeking it. So you didn't, but it was shallow. Oh my goodness. That's a lot of money for a shallow well. Mama Ray in the kitchen says, awesome, Carol, come to Michigan. Well, I'll tell you something. I just may have a window in June where I'm going to go across the country, and on the way back, Mama Ray, I just may stop in Detroit. By that time, I'll have had both of my vaccinations. Well, I've already had both, but I'll be past that 2-week window. My daughter will have had her second one. She'll be past that window too. 1159 says, I remember from childhood collecting rainwater for bathing and spring water for drinking. Yes, a lot of people did that. Johnny's Journey says that's a good point. Yeah, we're on a bold new horizon here. Marcia M says, stay on your soapbox. You're absolutely right. Well, if we're going to have people taking water, using water up here, and then we don't have enough, that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Elisa Montgomery says, first time joining the chat. Very interesting topic. Love it so far. Thank you, Elisa. Thank you. We're just, I was saying that I want to get some property. I would love to get 10 acres, but maybe not that much, but to have where people can just stop in and, stay on their journey somewhere else. And, but I want to have water there. I want to have a source of water. I know Bev from Bev's Life, are Becoming Bev, rather. I'm sorry, Becoming Bev. She bought a campground, and I think it has a seasonal stream on it, or anyhow, she can kayak, so it must be a fairly good amount of water if you can kayak on it or boat on it. So I would love to get something like that. Noman's Van says, take care, blessings. Thank you, Noman. We'll see you next time. Esther Stevens says, it was awesome seeing you. God bless you and keep you safe. Thank you. Mama Ray in the kitchen says, hello to Johnny's Journey. Butterbeanhead says, 1159. Yes, I remember at my grandmother's, she collected rainwater for bathing and laundry and a small spring for a fridge and drinking water. Wow. So everyone is saying hello. Elisa Montgomery is saying hello to Mama Ray. I'm sorry, I keep saying Faye. Faye is saying, bye, all, great chat. Well, I'm going to be wrapping it up here. I'm going to be heading out. And Catherine Cornick says it was 380 foot deep, our shallow well was. Compromised by dynamite from a subdivision next door. That's a darn shame. That really is. Wow. All right, folks. Well, I am going to be saying goodbye. Butterbeanhead says, thank you, Live Glow. Have a wonderful night. Everyone stay warm. Well, I will see you guys all next week. Next week, we'll see what happens. I may do a cooking on Thursday. I may do another out and about. And I'm still trying to get this video of the homeless edited. So we'll see what comes up next week. But again, I'm cutting it back to a couple cooking shows per month and going to increase the interviews and so we'll see how it goes, guys. We'll just see. And take care. Love each and every one of you. May your journeys be filled with joy and blessing. And I will see you next time. Take care. Fordman AKA says, great show. Thank you, Fordman. Have a great weekend. Marcia says, all of you have a great weekend, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye, everyone.